All right, guys. So this was like brought to my attention not too long ago, but it just goes to show you that, like, I guess there's a trend. I guess Jada Pinkett started the trend mostly. You have Jada Pinkett who started the trend. Uh, Ciara is following the trend. Aisha Curry is following the trend, and a couple of others are following this. And I guess it's just like these women who have successful men as husbands, they're still not satisfied. There's still something missing, basically, in their marriage. Again, it just goes to show you that although these women are, the thing is that with these women, you have to understand they were known as like homewreckers. They were known as people who were promiscuous throughout the industry. And that I guess these guys thought that by getting them that they were going to like somehow settle down or somehow just basically be calm, change, and the thing is they're not going to do that. This is just what it comes down to. I mean, Dwayne Wade at one time, he was one of my favorite basketball players. I respected the skill. When it came to Dwayne Wade, I respected the skill. I respected the explosiveness that he would do on the court. I also respected the fact that he stuck with his day one woman at the time, but unfortunately, the fame got to his head, and he let Gabrielle Union home wreck uh, the situation. You know what I mean? And the thing is she was already doing these things before she got with Dwayne Wade. She was already like messing around. There were a lot of basketball players in which she, entertained and stuff like that. And you just have to look at the roles that she played on TV and the roles that she played in movies. Like, when you really think about it, did she once like play a role that um would be, how should I say it, be like, uh, what's the word, like just a morally upright role? Like, has she ever played it, or was she always playing roles where like she was just into something, like into doing affairs and things like that, but this is what happens when, I think, let me try to look for the comment in which Dwayne Wade said, you know, let me see. I'm going to just see what his comment, what was said. Let me see. So he like he he pretty much has degraded himself as a man. He pretty much has done that. Right here he says, um, this is when he was on Cavaliers, I guess. He said it's when they were struggling. He says, it stinks, but at least I get to go home every night and have my wife eat my butt. Like just saying things like that. Um, Let me see. There was another thing that he said, you know, about marriage roles or something like that. Let me see. There was something that he said that just really let me know where he stood when it came to the marriage roles. And then you see what he's doing with the kid too, like turning his kid into a woman, and it's clearly a man. And I think that was something of her doing. I think that was something of her, Gabrielle Union's design. You know, let me see, Dwayne Wade. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Okay, let me see. I can't find it, but I think he said something like that Gabrielle Union wears the pants in the marriage. I'm trying to find the quote, what he said. Then I'm going to show y'all something. Oh, okay, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, so Dwayne Wade said that he does not lead in his marriage. He said that. He said, this is what he said. It's not the man that leads. It's not the man leads and the woman follows. That's not what we live in this house for me. I have a wife that works not just as harder than I. She has her own career, her own life before I came along. From my perspective, I was like, how can I be part of the growth, the evolution of who she is, not try to change or stunt her growth? Well, the thing is basically is that in essence, he is emasculated. He's emasculated. He actually cares that she works and stuff like that. And when you really think about it, like, I mean, the work that she has been doing, it hasn't really been producing any dividends or anything like that, or anything that's like of significance in the Hollywood world. I mean, I'm just being honest. Like, what roles is she in the Hollywood world that has presented like anything of merit? You know what I mean? So, in essence, this guy is emasculated. You know, in every sense of the word. Um, but let's see what happens when you have an emasculated man and he doesn't check you for doing certain things. Let's see what happens. If they could see me now, a little gang of mine. You see how, like,
This book, I leave nothing on the table.
He thinks it's cool to do that, like to flash, like to be topless, and you hear her friends giggling in the background. But again, I'm only speaking from my perspective. Nobody will see what my wife, like, to be honest, nobody will even know I'm married. Okay. That's the thing. Like, my wife will be, she'll do her thing. She'll hold it down and stuff like that. But guaranteed she's gonna be covered. She's gonna be wearing traditional covering. Um, and if she wants to work, yeah, she can work. But more or less, it's gonna be working at home, and it's just gonna be contributing to like what I have going on. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be like, I'm not gonna have her like around all these weird and strange people. You know what I mean? Because you see what happens when you. The thing is that when you are like Dwayne Wade, and you say things that you don't lead in the marriage, then your wife is allowed to do things like that. Your wife is allowed to show off and show people anything that she wants. And I'm pretty sure that soon, it's going to be the full Monty soon. If she's doing this on TikTok, God knows what else she's going to be doing. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, it just goes to show you that the the Western dynamics of marriage are now like it's the Western dynamics of marriage only want to for a guy to validate a woman and for a guy to put a woman on a pedestal. Okay. Because imagine if there was like a traditional guy, and and he said like, yo, if you do this, if you do like this kind of behavior, then I'll divorce you. Divorce you. Imagine him saying that. You know what I mean? Imagine him leading the divorce. And I mean, that's just really what it has to be. Guys have to step up and just lead the charge. Don't wait for a woman to like break it off with you. Don't wait for you know what I mean? Like, don't wait for a woman to do you dirty, and then all of a sudden she breaks it off with you, and there you are just looking stupid because she didn't love you to begin with. You know what I mean? The fact that she was doing that means that she has no respect for Dwayne Wade. You know what I mean? But anyhow, man, that's all. I just want to do a short video about this. This was brought to my attention. It's sad because it's real sad because you have you have basically Will Smith, Steph Curry, Dwayne Wade, Russell Wilson, and also who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Let me see. Dwayne Wade, Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook. Yeah, Will Smith too, who are in this same scenario. You know what I mean? They're in the same scenario. All of them are in the same situation, pretty much with the women of their choice. And it just goes to show you that, you shouldn't ever try to just like wife a promiscuous woman. You're not going to settle her down. That's just my whole point. Like, and it's a known fact that, I have my receipts for that, Gabrielle Union was, Dwayne Wade wasn't the first married man that she tried to mess with in the NBA. There were many others. But anyhow, man, that's all I got for now. Fuller signing out, and Ja Rama.